If you want top-notch action, my recommendation is look outside Hollywood. I know I usually talk about art house and indie films, but today I want to talk about action movies. And yes, I do watch a lot of action movies. But this movie, The Raid Redemption, honestly, I don't know why it's called The Raid Redemption. Probably they want to go with the more action heavy sort of title, but I just call it The Raid. So The Raid came out in 2012, and this is an Indonesian movie. So it's not a Hollywood movie, but it's directed by Gareth Evans, who's a British filmmaker. The Raid is a movie that incorporates this very unique fighting style called Pencak Silat, which is the indigenous fighting style of Indonesia. The Raid is my favorite action movie by far. Before that, the Bond series was my favorite action series, but then The Raid topped it. And why I like The Raid is it's such a compact story. It doesn't go into these big world-ending kind of scenario, consequences. It's a very basic story. The premise is one where Iko Uwais, his character is he's a policeman, and they conduct this raid on an apartment building that is infested with criminals. So it's very simple. It's like a game. You start at the bottom floor and they have to make their way up to the top. And on the top floor, you get the boss of this gang. So as soon as this raiding party gets inside the building, what the boss does is he locks the entire building down and he offers each gangster in this apartment complex a hefty amount of money. I can't remember the amount, but in that currency it's a big amount. So he offers a prize for each head of a policeman. And from there onwards, it's just pure carnage. And this movie is not just mindless action, like there's a proper story. There's a proper reason why they're doing this raid, and there are proper reasons that motivate these characters to fight or reach the goals that they want to get to. And one thing that I love the most about this film is you really fear for the main character. Like usually in action movies, like for example, if you take a Sylvester Stallone movie, you know whatever happens, he'll make it out alive. But when this movie came out, Iko Uwais wasn't a big household name. So even if the director killed him in this movie, it wouldn't have made a difference. And you really, really feel that. And my God, the action in this movie is immaculate. It properly explores Pencak Silat, and you see how brutal this fighting style is. And one other reason why you should check it out is the final fight in this movie was rated the best fight scene in that year. In 2012, this fight scene in this particular movie was rated the best, and it's just pure bliss. I love myself some good violence, some good action, and this movie delivers on each front. Why I think you should watch this movie is because it's a very simple story, and the action, the choreography is top notch. There's pure carnage, and you really feel for these characters. The stakes are always high in every fight scene. So if you want yourself something different and something so, in my opinion, perfectly crafted, you should check this movie out.